Good morning. My name's Diana Sescalini, and I'm going to be your instructor for ACC1B, Section 42263 from Riverside, fully online course for a short 8 weeks class. I just want you to know who I am. I have weekly videos that I send out, so I want to make sure that you're familiar with who I am and what I look like. And I want to tell you a little bit about this class. So welcome to the class. Thank you very much for taking it. We are a fast track class. Since you're doing the 1B, I have making the assumption that you've had to have 1A somewhere along the way. If you've just had it in the recent year before this class or last semester, I'm going to let you know right up front I use Cengage, which is an outside platform to do the homework on. Now you might already have been using Cengage for a different class or the 1A class. You might be using it for other classes right now. So for this semester, I integrate that into my Canvas shell. That means the only way to see my Cengage assignments is through my Canvas shell. So if you happen to have Cengage bookmarked somewhere else on your computer for other classes, you can't see my material. You have to go into this Canvas shell and click on the assignments to get to that actual homework. So we're going to be doing approximately 2 chapters a week. I do have resources for you. For every chapter, I have lecture videos that I made a couple, 3 years ago. I have PowerPoints, and of course you do need to read the textbook. I also give you practice problems to do that aren't any credit, but they will help you understand how the homework happens. So with 2 chapters a week, and there's either a quiz or an exam every single week except the first week, we will be busy. So I'm going to tell you just kind of what to expect. So we have 2 chapters a week. So every Monday morning, a module will open, and that'll be this week's module. And in there, there'll be a little video from me about what you're doing this week. There'll be resources, PowerPoints. There'll be any other resources I have for you. There'll be a link to my lecture videos. And then it'll show you what homework needs to be done and when the due dates are. So here's how it goes. Homework is assigned on a Monday morning. It is due the following Monday by 11:55 p.m. on Cengage. All work, with the exception of a weekly discussion board, is all done on Cengage, including the quiz, including the exam. And I'll get to that point. Okay, quizzes. If you have a quiz this week, it would be due on a Sunday night at 11:55, not Monday night. So just remember, quizzes are due earlier than the homework. And if it's an exam, it's due on a Saturday night. So for homework, you have unlimited attempts to get it correct. I give extra credit every chapter. I encourage you to do that extra credit because those points are going to help you when you take an exam or quiz and you don't get what the score you wanted to. For homework, there's always a practice problem. You can do that as much as you want. It'll show you the right answers after you click on it. For quizzes, they're usually all multiple choice questions. You're allowed to take a quiz twice, and there is no time limit on it. The best score will apply. An exam, there is a time limit, 2.5 hours, because they're not necessarily easy exams. An exam is 2.5 hours. You can take it twice. However, there may be a few questions that are different than the second time that you take it. And the highest score or the best score applies. But there is a timer, don't forget that. Then that's all done on Cengage. On Canvas, we have a weekly discussion board that you need to post your response to whatever I ask you by Friday night and respond to 2 other students by Sunday night to get full credit. Those are probably the only assignments that I would not mark down if it's a little bit late. I know that's kind of vague. But welcome to the class. Thank you so much. Get started as soon as you can get into here because remember, we're going to move at a very fast pace. Thank you for listening to this video. My cell number is always available on the syllabus. Please reach out to me. I have Monday night office hours from 8 to 9 p.m. and you are welcome to drop in and say hi if you'd like. No points for that. One last thing. Tutoring, if you go to tutoring through any of the community colleges and you're able to send me a copy of an email that they would send to you after you attended it, I will give you extra credit points, 10 extra credit points for each session, up to 3 sessions. So with that said, I don't see how you cannot pass my class. Thank you very much for taking it. Welcome to the class, and let's have some fun.